Hello everyone, we got ourselves some great news. Console mods are being updated for patch 8 in Baldur's Gate 3. So if you go into the mod manager here from the browse page over to your installed, you may see these little blue arrows here to update some of your mods. So in this video, I'll be breaking down what all that means, showing off my mod load order on PC, because I was actually asked a few times to show this off, and also talk about the future of what happens with mods for patch 8. So I guess the first thing I want to address here is Ancient Mega Pack has now been updated. I was told that this one was having issues for some people, so that's huge. We also got ourselves, this is massive. So the better inventory UI, which is causing a lot of problems for people, is now updated alongside better target information and the better top bar. So pretty much Kate's mods in general are all now updated for patch 8. Things like this were causing issues, like some people weren't able to access like their inventory and then send things to camp with the square button. So this is now all corrected, so perfect. We also got ourselves updates for the extra encounters and mini bosses mod, and also on top of that, Imp UI got an update, although the update on console is unfortunately not the same update that's on PC right now. There's been actually another update since my last video talking about console mods. So we had an update 6 days ago. This is for Mac, Xbox, and PlayStation 5, so the version 2.0.0.5, and they now have a new version 2.1.0.8, which was released to PC a day ago. So this is a newer update. Unfortunately, it'll probably take about a week or so for it to get to console. So the most recent update here, some character creation features have been re-added by Bibson here, which were removed in the patch 8 slimmed down version, which was released in patch 7, conflicts with patch 8. So just a minor change there. So that update will likely come to console here soon, but for the meantime, it's now updated to the 2.0.05 update, which is newer than the one recently. And we also got an update to the unlock level curve mod. So this is now updated for patch 8 for all players. That's my full load order on console at the current moment. So there's probably a lot more updates that I just don't have on here. But in terms of PC, I've seen updates for our 5E subclass combined mod by Sumer Dagnath here. So the fighter, monk, and hopefully the monk and ranger will come to console at some point soon. Some of the other class mods, like most recently, we got ourselves an Aberrant Mind sorcerer. I know a lot of people will be excited for that. This mod was made by Havsglint, who made the Conquest Paladin, so hopefully we'll see that come to console in the future. Adjustable party size limit mod got fixed. Arcane Vanguard. Now, this has a Dervish rework, and in addition, the Helionaut is still pending for console, so just a little update there, because I've seen some weird comments regarding this. It will be coming at some point once Larian gets to testing it. The bright side is, Sathos has made some updates to this mod to make it work properly for patch 8 and fix any of the little bugs that may have popped up. So that can kind of Trojan horse sneak its way in and get the Helionaut to console, which is amazing. On top of that, I did have updates for all the Kate's mods here. So Kate's was very quick to get these updated literally the day after patch 8 dropped. So shouts out to Kate's for putting together something incredible there. Also got ourselves updates for the Dread Overlord Warlock. One of my favorite class mods in the game has an update pending. So some of the other ones that we got here, like I use this in a lot of videos. You've probably seen me using this one, the Femme Fatale's Tactical Dress mod by Skirby. There's this newest update to Imp UI here, so that was great coming to PC. And some of the other class mods, like the Mind Weaver, which now has its new subclass, the Soul Scion here. So this will hopefully sneak its way over to console as well, because you can see there it has a bunch of unique ones. I will be posting a build of this coming here soon, so whenever that may be, you can check that out. There's also an update to Mistress spells too, so that's fantastic. This one will likely come to console here at some point. I believe there's an update that was pushed out to console there, so we'll likely see that coming soon. I did slim down my mod load order, as coming into patch 8 there would have been some issues. Now, some good and exciting news. We actually will see some new things coming to console in the future. So with the final patch, there was some notes here that got some exciting stuff to talk about. So in the patch notes here, as well as patch 8, the modding toolkit's receiving an update. This is actually fairly major, guys, because this means that we might see some mods we previously didn't think were possible on console, which means that mod authors will now be able to explore partial level editing. So what does this mean? I actually have a video of something that was made using this, which is actually kind of crazy, where it has a whole different campaign area and this cool ship that you fly off into the sky with. This mod is incredible. I'll hopefully see something like this come to console at some point, because this was massive. But I got some additional information from different mod creators regarding this as well. So you can drop a metric ton of carrots across the land, pledging your undying love to Shadowheart by turning all wolves into bunny rabbits or moving them to the House of Hope. You'll now be able to use the toolkit to add or override certain template types in existing levels. So what does this all mean? Partial level editing means that you won't be able to do with the official Baldur's Gate toolkit is add new dialogues or change the static parts of the world, like building scenery or terrain. However, you can create your own interactive objects, like a chest that teleports away every time you get close to it. No one will touch your belongings ever again, including you. Or you can make a salami statue you can put in your pocket. The world is truly yours. So that doesn't really answer the question there too well, but basically what it sounds like is happening is and I want to thank Pixelbytes, the creator of the increased party size mod, and Tactician Enhance for leaving this useful comment on my video. So yeah, they actually announced they're going to be adding a lot of this stuff in private to mod authors last year, and ever since patch 8 playtest started, we've been having a blast with it. Well, they're giving us even more tools they initially promised. This only makes the features allows for new types of mods that weren't previously made before, but many of the quality of life changes they implemented are game-changing in their opinion, such as the addition of the translated string key editor, making implementing text into mods much easier. So what all does this mean is there's still months of work ahead for their updates to the Tactician Enhanced, but there are some features that are strictly off limits, such as the ability to add entirely new levels or scenery route templates. A lot of things that the toolkit can't explicitly done can be done with workarounds. And this is where things get pretty cool for console players. If you configure an item route template correctly, you can effectively create a new placeable scenery. And while we don't have the ability to directly edit dialogues or timelines in the toolkit, authors like Milo has proved that they can be done manually. Since we can place NPCs in the world now, I expect you'll start to see the very occasional mod that adds new NPCs and new dialogues. Larian has made it clear they're fine with us adding things that aren't possible with the toolkit manually, so long as we don't use the unlock toolkit to do it, since that may cause issues. I plan on taking advantage of this myself with Tactician Enhance, as they mentioned. I believe we're going to see the best mods we ever have seen in Baldur's Gate 3 in the next few months. I'm extremely excited. I'm excited too, because I've seen a couple mods so far, like this one here that adds this new campaign area. And this doesn't just add one new area, this adds a ton of new areas to the game, which is actually wild to see. What was cool about this is with this mod, you basically have like you have the spaceship that you go to, and the world is gorgeous here, but all of this, I'm not sure how it was done, but it must have been done through the actual toolkit itself by maybe letting, by putting in different, I'm not sure, different little pieces of the world and just kind of adding on top of that. But you can see there, this is beautiful. I had a blast playing through this little campaign additional area, multiple areas I might add, and it has its own like story. The fact that we can now add NPCs and such to the game is pretty cool, but as you see there, very interesting. And I'm excited to see what's next, because I was blown away by this. And if this is what people are cooking up already, I can't wait to see what's next when people get more comfortable with this toolkit. As you know, like things do take time to work out and get made. But this has some custom looking cutscenes, as you saw there, different areas. It's all gorgeous and great because it takes place in the astral plane. So yeah, it's got a lot of different stuff going on here in this mod, and I think that more things like this will start to appear as people again get more comfortable with it. But yeah, this was gorgeous, and I'm hopeful that we'll see some things related to that as per the modding update. So they also added, unfortunately, I guess this part of this update, we have reviewed technical requirements, and unfortunately mods that introduce new playable races that aren't able to curate for console. I know it's upsetting for some, but it unfortunately has caused crashes. Now there may be some workarounds related to that. I know that you can use like these Ring of Summon more and summon in things like Mind Flayers if you want to kind of pretend to be a Mind Flayer and just have your character as their thrall or something like that. So there will likely be some workaround ways to do this in the future as people get more crafty with the toolkit. So hopefully we'll see some awesome things related to that in the future. But I just want to provide an update because, yeah, we got new mods updated on PlayStation 5. We got mods updated on PC, so these will be coming down the pipeline to PlayStation 5 as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.